Have you ever wondered why you're stuck? You might be putting loads of effort in and you might be doing loads of things and then nothing seems to change. There's a reason why you still might not be growing and it might not be what you think. So you might be working some days you might not as much. Now, lack of consistency is a huge part of why you might fail or not carry on growing. Because let's say if you've done something for a week, then you didn't do it the next week, then you left the next week, then you just done it again, and then you might have done it for another week on the run and then left it and then done it again. That's not consistent. You need to be consistent in whatever you're doing. Consistency is your main part of growing. If you're not building a stable foundation, how are you going to grow on that? You can't. I'm going to use this for an example. YouTube. If I stopped posting videos now for a week, YouTube would make my next video do terrible because it's not constantly seeing what my audience is not putting it out to the right people. So if I leave it and quit and then come back, it's going to be, I'm not going to get any views. It's going to be posted to the wrong people. That's why consistency is the most key part to succeeding. And people get too excited at first and they get overwhelmed. They do it for a week and then they realize how hard it is or how difficult or whatever, and then they quit and then they go, oh, I'll do this another day, and they get in the habit of telling themselves, I'll just do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never happens. And the difference between you and Eman Gattuso or all these famous people is they always show up and you might not. So consistency is a big part. If you want to do anything in life, be consistent with it, and eventually someone will see that you're consistent with it. It might be a famous person and they might promote you to a new people, I don't know, but people will see that you're consistent, and if you're very, very consistent with it, you can get far with that. And it does take time. Don't be thinking that you're seeing bad results and you're still being consistent. That's going to happen. You're not going to get good results just because you're consistent. Some days will be good, some days will be bad. It just depends on what you do and, what luck you have at the time. So don't be expecting, instant results. You're not going to gain 100,000 subscribers in a week, or you're not going to gain £1 million off Forex trading in a day. It's just unrealistic. And if you can tell yourself every day that you're doing it no matter what, whether you have to write a notepad to-do list or you have to set reminders on your phone to remind yourself to do it, if you do it every single day and just keep on telling yourself, I'm doing this, even if you've got little bits of doubt in your brain and you just carry on doing it and you say, fuck off, I can be arsed today and I am going to do this. That is the mentality you need, and that will change your life around. Now, this next one, everyone knows about it, and it might be true. I don't see many people doing it or getting scared of failure, but I don't know other people. They might do, they might not. But a big part of winning is failing. They've got to fail to win things. Now, if you're not failing and learning from them fails, you're not going to succeed. You're not going to grow. This is a big part of growth. If you're not failing, you're not going to grow. And people are too afraid to mess up. So if you're one of those people who are scared to mess up, think about what you're scared to actually mess up. Because if your problem is so little, why should it matter? Unless you're doing something highly illegal, like I've said in the past, then you should not be scared or worried. If it's 100% legit and the worst thing you can get is maybe a no, or someone might shout at you, that's not the worst thing in the world. That's a little problem. And I would just say, go and do it. See it. Trial and error. If you're scared of losing money, trial and error. If you've lost the money, it's an investment into yourself because you've learned from that mistake. Just think about money as an investment into yourself. Don't be scared to waste it on things, because if you're trying new things, your mind's going to be open to loads of different opportunities and different things in life, because you don't want to be one person that just sticks to one thing all the time. It is good to open your mind up to new things every now and then. So if you want to try drop shipping or something, then try it for yourself. Go do it. Have an actual plan and a guide of what you're going to do and be consistent. And it might go well, but there is a chance that it will do terrible. But then the risk to reward ratio is probably good. And if you fail, it's an investment. You've learned from that mistake. Don't do it again. If you win, then carry on doing it for a bit. Do whatever you want. You just got to use it to your advantage and be the bigger person. Now, you can't be scared of failing, because if you don't fail, you're not going to win. Simple as that. I've tried a fair few things when I was growing up, and most of it failed. The main reason it failed is because of me, maybe my consistency or how I done it, and I didn't fully understand that. But I've learned from it and I know what to do and what not to do now. So just try it, see what happens. Don't be scared of failing. It's a big part. and it's going to help you the most. And people have no clear direction. So say if you're starting something, think to yourself, what is the reason for me starting this? You'll find the most successful people have a better reason than probably what you have. Whether it's their dad done it, I don't know, something along the lines of that. But if you're starting something for no reason and you're just doing it just for the sake of, buying clothes or whatever you're doing, rethink your decision. Think, why am I doing this? And just have a chat to yourself. And then also when you are actually doing it, make sure you have a bit of a plan. Obviously, don't plan too far ahead. Just plan of what you can do daily. So obviously get you more to that spot that you want to be in. It's all about the little steps. They do add up over time. Don't be taking some big leaps thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to sign a contract with Google or something. Just take the little steps and then the big ones will come later. And make sure to set some goals. Set them realistic. Don't be saying I'm going to make $1 million or 100K in a month when you're just starting a business. It might happen, probably won't happen. Don't be setting these, high standards. If you want a goal, set like, I want to make $1,000 or something. Then once you've hit that, set another goal. If you're going to hit it, it's going to give you a bit more of a dopamine boost, and it'll probably make you do it for longer. So set little goals and you'll be happy with them. Don't be setting like, I want to make $1 million in a week and sell to 500 countries or something stupid. Because if you do have a bit more of a plan, it will help you figure things out and just have an idea of what you can do or what you're doing. Because most people don't have a fucking clue. They just go into it and they think, I'll do this. Don't know why, but I'll just do it because it might help the business or it might help what I'm doing. Have a plan. Make it, a strategy. And actually think about it. Write it down. Think, what can you do? Who knows, in a week you might add more to it. I don't know, but at least you've got a plan. And something, to back you up when you feel like, oh, what can I do now? You've got a plan. Run through the plan, see what you can do, see what new things you can add, and it will just work better instead of just going, oh yeah, I'll do this now because I think it might help. Plan it out and then do it, and then work through the plan. Make sure you stay focused and consistent. Consistency is probably the main thing, and not being scared of failing, another big thing. So stop making excuses, just go do it. See if you can grow a bit more as a person. Hopefully this video did help, and we are 5 subs away from the big 600. So if you want to help out, just click subscribe and leave a comment in the comments. I'll respond to them all. And big video coming this week or next week. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you enjoy it. Peace.